Hey there, hello, and welcome to another Naruto Reacts. In this video, I'm reacting to Season 2, Episode 15 of Gravity Falls. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Mystery hack.
Princess Mabelcorn says, "Buy my 42 accessories."
What accessories could come with the stuffed unicorn? Why do I see like the bill in the background as the like triangle thing in the background? Oh.
I know that laugh. Show yourself!
Bill!
Well.
Bill Cipher. What do you want from me?
Oh, quit playing
So Bill
dumb
does
like
know the
you.
family.
You knew
Get out of here!
things.
Oh, there's that deep, ominous voice.
I have
Okay,
to
so
warn them. He's coming.
it's Stan for that he knows. Interesting.
All right, Grunkle Stan's gotta have
Satiated
some decent
hippos.
board games.
Okay, so instead of hungry hippos, it's satiated. That's funny.
Ladder shit, don't wake Stalin.
Hey, what's this?
Don't make
What's going on with the
Stalin.
board game? The last players who opened
Jumanji.
this box never made it.
All
Aw,
right,
look at the
Santiago,
baby
you have
puggies.
24 hours
Oh,
to get
this
these
is his
bugs across
illegal.
the US border. Family meeting.
Oh my god.
Family meeting.
Are you going to tell us we're finally of age to go to wizard school? Is there an owl in this bag?
Harry
No.
Potter.
I can assure you, if there's an owl in this bag, he's long dead. Now tell
Pretty.
me,
At least he's honest.
recognize this symbol?
Hey, Bill.
Bill.
You know him?
Bill,
Know
I
him.
the
He's been
science guy.
terrorizing us all summer.
Dipper's been pretty paranoid since Bill turned him into a living sock puppet.
The important
I mean,
thing
wouldn't
is
you?
we defeated. So how do you know Bill?
I've encountered many dark beings in my
Backstory?
time, Dipper. But all I have to do is place moonstones here, and here, sprinkle some mercury.
Moonstone.
See, I always
Mercury?
forget the last ingredient. Ugh, unicorn hair.
That's not like rare.
At least it's
is
not
it?
unicorn
It's
blood.
hopeless. Unicorns and their hairs can only be obtained by a pure, good-hearted person who goes on a magical quest to find
Rapunzel?
I am literally obsessed with unicorns. My first word was unicorn.
I mean,
want to be
if
my
the first
unicorn
sweater
by
wasn't
taking a
like
traffic
telling
cone
enough that
forward
she's
today.
into unicorns.
Are you even looking at the sweater I'm wearing right now? Not to mention that I'm probably the most pure of art person.
So that means she probably would be a Twilight
That's
fan
true,
from My
she
Little
has a
Pony.
point.
I'll give you my blood!
Very well, but it won't be
I don't think we
easy.
can go that far,
Take
Mabel.
this, and this.
Ooh.
I haven't been in this dimension for a while.
crossbow.
It's okay to give children weapons, right?
Psh, come on, dog.
Ah! It's the cops! Got it!
You know, all I imagine now is if it had gone through the window and you hear a puppy
So what are
yip,
the
it's like,
odds she
oh.
gets that hair?
Unlikely. And if I had to describe them in one word, it would be frustrating.
So
Moody?
what are we gonna do about Bill?
Welcome to my private study, a place where I keep
Oh, nice.
my most ancient. Dipper, come along. If we
You
can't
get to see your
bill-proof the
dead
shack,
parents or
we're going to
whatever
have to
you,
do the next
like,
best
dream
thing.
of.
We're going to have to bill-proof our minds.
That looks like something out of Dead Space.
Forget the gal talk.
Girl
You're
power!
me, tut.
I hear if you lick a unicorn's neck, it tastes like your favorite flavor in the world.
Candy, I will make sure you lick that unicorn's neck because
That
I
could be
care
taking
about
places.
my friends. This is the magic part of the forest.
Well, that doesn't look
Let's
Celtic
see,
at all.
The Gnome Tavern is over there. The Fairy Nail Salon is over there. But
Fairy nail
it says
salon?
to summon the unicorn, one must bellow this ancient chant, droned only by the deepest voiced druids of
Is that
old.
blood splattered on the book or is that red ink?
I bet you $10 nothing happens.
I'll take that bet.
I win, pay up. Why does that unicorn look like the last unicorn from the movie? Oh my god, who would they pay to make that noise?
No way.
Pay up. Oh my god, the fawn.
Hark, visitors to my realm of enchantment.
Oh my gosh, what's your name?
I am Celestabella Bethabel, last of my
Celeste the
kind.
Bella, Beth the Bell.
Come in, come in. Just take off your shoes.
She even has Twilight Sparkles, like 3 gems on her rarity. No, that was rarity actually.
All of you.
I think I'm blanking on what their
So
cutie
what's
marks
the
were.
Bella Bell?
Step forth, girl of pure, perfect heart.
So is she talking through a horn or
Mabel!
And you have done wrong. Wrong, I say.
wrong?
Guess I
Your bad deeds make me cry.
No!
Come back.
You
with
made
your
the unicorn cry.
of heart. Exit is that way. Shoe store.
Hey,
Oh my
Mabel,
god, I want to
I
know
wanna get to
who
you.
voiced the
Yeah,
freaking
I
unicorn.
wouldn't trust a
I used to be one of the sweetest people I knew, but recently I've been slacking in the whole goodness
Recently?
department. Well, today we're gonna fix it. From
You've
this
been
moment,
kind of
I'm gonna
naughty
be so
throughout the
I'll
series.
have the purest heart in Gravity Falls. That bird.
I would
is
honestly
fine.
consider Seuss more pure of heart than Mabel.
Without a physical form, he can only project
Oh,
himself
our
into
world,
thoughts
Mindscape,
through
and Nightmare Realm.
Mindscape. That's why he
Also,
wants
it's a Nightmare
this.
Realm.
I dismantled.
So how do we keep Bill out of our minds?
Well, there's a number of ways. I personally had a metal
Couldn't he just
plate
go for
installed in
someone
my
else
head.
in the town?
Good one.
But this machine is safe.
Talk about being
It'll
hard-headed.
Scan your mind. Now say hello to your thoughts.
Wait, if he's got that in his head, then how did Bill get it into his dreams?
Wendy.
Wendy.
Ignore that last one.
Now focus. It's time to strengthen your mind.
I mean, it doesn't need to be important. It's just
All
he
right,
wants to
Mabel,
know.
it's time
And I
to
want to know.
strengthen your heart.
How much blood did she donate?
Doing good deeds.
Dang!
1,000 good deeds.
Mabel's a straight up saint, you judgmental hoof bag.
Hoof bag.
Tell me what I.
Doing good deeds to make yourself look better isn't good at all. Not to mention your
It
crushing
needs to come from the heart.
dandelions right now. Those are basically children's dreams.
Children's dreams! Oh!
It's not my fault you're a bad person.
Mabel, wait, come back.
Now if you'll excuse me, I have a 3 o'clock posing in front of a rainbow.
Come on, Mabel, don't beat yourself
Technically, isn't making Mabel cry a bad deed? Like, not a good thing
Not
either?
about the hair anymore.
up. We're not unicorns, we're women, and we take what we want.
Why did her voiceover sound a bit like she was in a room? Like a hallway?
Too much.
Sound a little echoey. I recorded this in my room through a Zoom call.
Get me a flagon of your daintiest honeysuckle, please.
I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Is it fermented honeysuckle?
Butterfly trafficking is illegal in this part of the forest.
Butterfly
I like
trafficking?
butterflies. They tickle my face.
Didn't they just go find butterflies? Wait, did that say Rip Mold or whatever that other name was?
Everyone likes sausage, but no one likes to know how it's made.
You disgust me.
You've got
I
your
mean, he's
poison,
not
I've got
wrong.
mine. We made a deal. These butterflies aren't mine. I swear. I've been framed.
The deer with
Tell it to
the
the
freaking
adorable
siren.
owl we've driven.
I swear to God, if they make this unicorn bald,
Oh, sure.
Winnie,
I wish I
pray
could
not.
travel, but it's just
Pray-
not
pray
feasible
trot.
in this economy. What the hey?
what the?
Sleep now. Sleep.
I hope it's pixie dust and not chloroform.
But this is wrong, guys.
Oh, this is gonna be the good
Shack
deed.
is good.
Nay, thief! You shall never be pure of heart!
No, you don't understand.
If she looked
I
into her
just
heart,
wanna
couldn't she
be
see that she
good
just
like you.
did good?
Wow. Yo, Seabeth, are you seriously pulling this pure of heart scam again?
That is messed up, man.
Wait.
Why does this remind me of
Dude,
the unicorns from
can't
Candy
see
Mountain?
into your heart. All our dumb horns can do is glow, point towards the nearest rainbow, and play rave music.
What the fudge?
Yeah, the whole.
All this time.
I knew she was a bad unicorn.
What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do?
Woo! Go, Mabel!
Join the dark side.
Fight! Oh.
Oh, so it's a fight you want?
I mean, couldn't the unicorn technically just skewer Mabel with its horn? He's
Why
gonna
does he have
look
to
at
be so
something.
mysterious? I shouldn't.
Could that be Bill manipulating the machine?
He would trick or possess anyone, then it's a deal. From from now until the end of time.
Just let me into your mind, Stanford.
Please, call me a friend.
He made a deal with Bill.
Why were you shaking hands with Bill? You said Bill could possess anyone so he could get this.
Careful. Calm down.
Pine Tree? Is that what you were going to call me?
I was gonna say please, kid.
Great Uncle Ford told me to protect the rift.
I don't think he's
One step
possessed.
closer and I'll shoot.
Just hand it to me.
It was probably just a reflection in his glasses.
Besides, my mind can't be erased anyway, remember? If that really was Bill, though, long, long ago, I had hit a roadblock in my investigation of Gravity Falls.
So
Until
Bill
I found
used
some mysterious writing in a cave. Ancient
Stanford to
incantations about
escape
a
the
being
nightmare
with
realm.
answer. Until later that afternoon, when I had the most peculiar
All the eyes in
dream.
the trees.
When he told me that I could complete my research by building a gateway to other worlds, I trusted him. He said,
Oh, looks like Mr. Brainiac finally got smart. Let's just say that when that portal finishes charging up, your dimension is gonna learn how to party. Right, guys?
No, I'll stop
Oh
him.
dear.
I'll shut him down! All he needs to do is get his hands on this rift. To Bill, it's just a game. But to
Could
us,
he reopen
it
the
would
portal and
mean
throw that piece back
the
in
end
there?
of our world.
Did someone say unicorn hair?
Is that unicorn blood all over them?
Oh.
This is a great day, girls. With this
rich.
unicorn hair, we'll be... You're a good person, Mabel.
Thanks, Grunkle
Aw.
Ford. But today I learned that morality is relative.
Money!
Thank- Oh, interesting. Well, that's cool.
Perfect. This will protect us from Bill. As long as we're inside, our minds are safe.
They're not staying in there all the time, though.
I guess I can't possess anyone inside the shack, so I'll just have to find my next pawn on the outside.
Like, how hard would you? Alright. Hold on. Like, okay. Before I get my thoughts, but how, like, duh. What? They need to, like, put a dome over the whole town, because how hard is it? Like, why didn't they think? Okay, so obviously it's not like Bill needs a Pines family member to do it. He just needs someone on the outside, which there are many people to do that. Oh, that seems like such a big thing they missed. I would have put a dome over the whole town. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, that seems like such a big thing that they missed. But okay, let me go ahead and get into my thoughts. All right, yeah. So, the plot for this episode, definitely was not it's definitely not a filler episode. Yeah, no, okay, because filler episodes are literally where there's not much of any plot development, if any at all. So this was definitely not a filler episode. But the plot, let's see. So you kind of have the two separate stories. You have Dipper that's dealing with, I keep mixing up Stanford and Stanley, but I'm pretty sure Stanley is Grunkle Stan and Stanford is the smart one. So I'll just say Stanford. So yeah, Dipper and Stanford doing their thing on that side of the story, and then you had Mabel with Wendy and Brenda? I don't know, her two friends off doing their own thing. So you had the two different adventures going on. I will say the plot for Mabel's was definitely the more funnier side. And it also kind of pointed out about the whole Mabel still not really learning from her previous actions, and like what Bill told her about not use, like, because she didn't use Dipper in this episode, but like I'm trying to think on how to describe it. I guess it's not really plot wise, but I did enjoy the plot for Mabel's side, for the comedy part of it, and then you had Dipper and Stanford for the serious dramatic side. I like how, because they kind of they revealed how Stanford knows Bill, which I had a feeling, I'm like, he had to have made a deal or spoken to Bill or something like that for him to know. And I was also curious before that who Bill knew in the Pines family, because obviously when I believe it was Dipper mentioned his name, Bill was like, Pines, huh? So he knew. I had a feeling he knew one of them, at least. But I thought before we knew even Stanford existed, I thought it was possibly Uncle Stan that had talked to Bill or something like that. Or it could have been an ancestor of theirs. But so now we know that, it did trick me for a moment that I thought Bill had possessed Stanford, and that's why his glasses were glowing yellow, but at the same time they weren't showing his pupils, which when Bill is possessing someone, it's like that slit reptilian eye. But yeah, I would say for the plot for this episode, I enjoyed it. I know it's leading up to the finale few episodes of the series, so I like this one. Character wise, again, for Mabel, I like the slight development for her and her character, that not that it's not pure of heart, but it's that she more a little selfish but sometimes with her stuff. So I kind of like in this one that she learned, and it's not that doing good deeds makes you a good person, because you could technically be a complete asshole and do good deeds, but at the same time you don't genuinely mean to do good deeds, you're just trying to do it to look good. So I like that it showed to Mabel that it has to come from a place of genuine caring and genuine good heart for her to, even though in the end the unicorns were the ones being the assholes, the jerks. So they ended up in a fight. For Dipper, I guess not really any character development except for the fact that you got more backstory on Stanford, and everything. But I would say I liked everyone in this. Of course, Sprinkle Stan came in the end and swooped up a handful of gold. But that was like his brief appearance in the episode. Other than that, enjoyed everyone in this episode. Animation wise, I would say the thing that stood out to me most in this episode for the animation was actually the one background, the design of the unicorn castle or palace, whatever they called it. Like, that looked pretty. I like the design of it. I do feel that the unicorn, the main unicorn that with rainbow hair, I really feel like her design or his design. I'm not really sure. I could tell it's a guy, trying to make his voice like a girl. So I don't know whether it's a girl or a guy unicorn, but I'll just say they. But that unicorn gave me the last unicorn vibes, and I'm kind of wondering if they intended to do that, or they did like as a homage to the last unicorn. If they did, that's really cool. Music wise, I know for the unicorn section, like part of the story, it was more whimsical and more like sparkly noises and all that stuff, and then for Dipper and Stanford, it was more serious dramatic music and like that otherworldly music they have for Bill. But nothing really super stood out for the music. But yeah, I would say overall it's a good episode that revealed some stuff that I'm sure answered some questions too for the fan base and everything. Yeah, I would say I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't remember, what was the previous episode actually? Because I know it's been like a little bit since I watched it. Let me just check real quick. It was, I think it was, okay, it was the politics one where Gideon, okay, so yeah, that's right. Still got Gideon in the background. That's me. That's working with Bill, which I wonder if this episode, I kind of wonder, because if Bill's saying I could get help from the outside, I wonder if, so I was thinking briefly, like maybe this was before the politics one, so Bill actually, because of this episode, Bill then went to Gideon and is trying to make a deal with Gideon, so then he's gonna have someone to possess to get into the thing. But I bet this has to be after that. So what it was is Bill's smart enough to have a backup plan. So if for some reason he couldn't possess anyone in the Mystery Shack, he now could possess Gideon or someone else. I feel like he's gotta possess Gideon. Because I know he was scrolling through like the different people in the town, but I feel like Gideon would be the most willing to let him do it and all that stuff. Especially if Bill lies and says it'll help to destroy the Pines family and stuff, which Gideon wants to do. Yeah, alright. I think I should stop there before I go on for too long. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Yeah, that's my thoughts for it. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you like early access to my full unedited reactions, go join my Patreon. Link in the description and pinned comment below. But anyway, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, and keep burning bright. See ya!